Let's go ahead and swap over. Just need to get in some audio for everybody. Listen to that really good Castlevania music. Keep going classic right now. There we go. Alright, I think we're good. Just trying to get through everything for the setup for Dead Cells Castlevania. Let's just make sure that we are going live for everyone right now. Those who don't know who I am, I'm veedotme. Today, we are showcasing this DLC. I really hope you all enjoy. Okay. There's a lot for us to cover today. If anyone has questions, feel free to put them into the Steam store page chat. Again, big thank you to Motion Twin Evil Empire team for having me do this showcase for you all today. We have, because I've played this game quite a bit, we're gonna be going into the game on what's essentially like a Castlevania first fresh save. Let me just swap into, let's do some Bobby. Look at all of these locked skins. We're gonna have our work cut out for us, absolutely. We'll grab Bobby, which I think is a pretty good skin when doing some brand new DLC stuff. We'll also bring it down to maybe, I feel like 2 BC. Of course, everyone knows 2 boss cells. I'm pretty sure this is a very contested difficulty for a lot of people. We'll start off here, give a nice showing of the content itself. And then after that, we'll maybe have some time to show how the runs look with everything unlocked. So, we also have, let's bring on some infinite death. So we can go through the game and not worry about too much. If you are a fan of Castlevania and you haven't really played a roguelike like a Dead Cells before, I would highly consider maybe thinking about the assist mode that the devs implemented into this. So we have our gear set. And then the first thing are bats. Wouldn't be a Castlevania DLC without some bats. All right, let me just check one quick thing, make sure that everything is good for our live stream. Again, big thank you to everyone tuning in today. Happy DLC launch day to each and every one of you. Yeah, I think we're good to go. All right, so as I said, I'm VeeDotVods. I do plenty of Dead Cells content. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube. Right now, we've been doing a lot of our own kind of stuff, where we come up with our own challenges and beat the game using those. But this, having new DLC stuff, this is fantastic. This is honestly, we've been in DLC waiting over the past, I don't know how long. So it's always a pleasure to get back into the game with fresh stuff. As you all know, the devs, we get free content updates, probably more than any other indie dev that I've seen out there in the business. And I've played a lot. So having something that you can give back to the devs a little bit, monetarily and also socially, on Twitter, Reddit, Discord, etc. It's a great time to be a Dead Cells player, if you ask me. Okay, so here is the entrance to the first bit of the DLC. We got Richter Belmont. The only game that I played with Richter in it is Rondo of Blood, which is actually a really hard game. Hello, adventurer. I request your help. Your head is disturbing. That's the Bobby head. Anyway, my quest is too important for me to be picky. Evil is making its way into the world. You must come with me into its heart and banish it once more. Down these stairs, you'll find a path to the castle outskirts. I'll meet you there. Evil doesn't wait. So my experience with Castlevania games is fairly slim, except for very recently, I decided to play through Rondo of Blood, and a little bit of Symphony of the Night. Now, from what I understand, for Motion Twin Evil Empire team to actually, you know, work on this project, you have to get Konami's blessing for this. Which, honestly, I'm not sure if a lot of devs have said they've been able to do that kind of thing. So not only do you have to thank the dev team, but you also have to consider thanking Konami for, you know, releasing the IP. But for those who were here in the previous Steam broadcast, the dev team was streaming from both YouTube and the actual store page, and Twitch as well. They answered a lot of questions. One of them was, how difficult was it to get the sign-off by Konami? I like to say we are definitely reaping the benefits, no pun intended. Welcome, stranger. I'm Shanoa. I'm a master of glyph magic. Alchemy is not really my strong suit, but I will still be able to make something of those cells you carry. So, as we're going into, we're almost like leaving the island, and now we're in Castlevania world. Whatever that means. So we need someone to take our cells, that's Shanoa. We have our little buddies here, as always. Do a little bit of upgrades, just to make sure that we don't have any issues. And then, do I really want a YOLO? Sure, why not? Actually, yeah, we don't. Because I just remember we did put on the accessibility modes. Let's bring in melee mutation. You can sell that. And then head on out. So, the game has 2 DLC segments. We're in essentially the first segment, which is Castle Outskirts. We'll see the second segment afterward, and then there's a even further segment beyond that. Yo, this music. This is the remix version, I think. Shoutouts to Valmont. So there's 3 soundtracks now. There's classic, there's 8-bit, and then there's what we're listening to right now. This is the normal game music. It's already this exciting. We got Merman. I believe that is a werewolf. As you play through the game a little more, that werewolf gets a little scarier. The Merman. It's a classic enemy. I remember dying to them quite a bit in Rondo of Blood. We also have our bats. As you see, these do a shot. If you're decent at parrying, it shouldn't be too bad for you. Otherwise, you can actually duck under the fireball. You got some, like, ancient technology actually pressing the duck button. Always a pleasure when games have that kind of gameplay in it. Okay. We're gonna turn down the music just a smidge. We haven't seen what the werewolf does yet. Let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, here's the duck. A lot of the archers, you can duck under their attacks too. Ducking in this game, very, very underutilized. Alright, that scared me a little bit. So the werewolf does a slash, as werewolves tend to do. And then the bat We fought many a bat in Dead Cells. This one is no different. It sizes up its opponent, and then makes a mad dash for you. How it's gonna draw out the blood after that, we don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's another classic enemy. This is what we call aimbot. Bone Thrower, I think is the official name. It does a very good job, especially when there's more than one of them, at landing of the bone. Doesn't matter what platform you're on either. If you're above it, it'll throw it up. If you're below it, it throws it up, but then obviously it comes down. But look at this environment. Coffin? Usually a bad thing, right? When you're in Dracula's castle. Why are you here? Oh, right. This is Alucard. Wait, did you really awaken me by accident? And look at Bobby's face right now. He has no idea what's going on. Unfortunate, but let's at least make the best of this unexpected situation. You probably don't understand where you are. We don't have time to linger on the specifics. Just know that my father is about to come back to life and we have to stop him at all costs. Meet me in his castle, we'll debate how best to fight him. And if you come across Belmont, ask him to do his accursed job. Jeez. Okay. Got a nice little shield here. Such a beautiful shield. I shall try it on the skeleton. Alucard shield. So this is brand new for the DLC. A red shield after us not having red shields for a very long time. So this is already a pretty good sign. So what? We have 2 red shields in the game? No, 3. Assault shield, Bloodthirsty shield, and Frontline shield. And now we have 1 more. Do I have hold to attack on? I do. So the way how this shield works is after a parry, it actually has a 3-hit combo. And I believe if you do a parry on a melee attack, the next hits are critical. So for anyone who likes to do shield-only challenges, you now have a shield that can actually beat on the monster. Like, no more do you have to wait for a concierge to actually punch you. Now you can just punch him back. Of course, the damage isn't, like, as high without the parry. So there is some incentive to, you know, do the actual gameplay. People in Steam chat, good to see you. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I see Battle Jiff. I see Rebic. Rebic, good to see you, as always. Right now, I'm also showcasing some of the accessibility options. We can see highlighted runes on the floor. Oh my god, Bat City right here. Usually if you have a curse, this would be a beauty. But right now we have nothing. Luckily, some of the classic weapons in the game handle these perfectly fine. Now, this is the Harpy. Again, another one of the worst enemies in all of Castlevania. Second only to those skeletons. Skill shop. You can kind of tell based off of the little plaque in the background. If it was a weapon shop, it would be, I think, 2 swords that are crossed. But this is the librarian, I think. Only one I remember is from Symphony of the Night. I could buy something or what? I'm good, I'm good. But yeah, I cannot tell you how many times I've died to harpies in the old Castlevanias. Especially when you have more than one of them. Like, we're lucky right now in 2BC. That's 2 boss cells worth of difficulty, for those who don't know. That we're not getting mobbed up. But we could easily have that happen. Okay, so we just activated that trigger, which put the spikes on the floor. So now we have to platform to get back. Let's see what's over here first. Might be another shop. We only have one weapon from the DLC so far, which is the shield. Oh, I just realized now he has a helmet on. Does he have a helmet on in the skill shop? Dang, I didn't get the teleporter. That's a little sad. We'll have to take another gander at that at some other point. This map is also very fun for platforming. If jumping around ledge to ledge is your favorite part of Dead Cells, they have plenty of jumping for you to do. It's actually cool to think, so... Oh. See, they don't care if you're above them. Honestly, them being below you is almost worse. And these aggro from across the map, basically. I can say I have some time with the DLC. We did a early access look of this on Saturday. So while I'm, you know, at least sort of going through these, keep in mind the first time I was in here, I died to basically every monster. Ooh, this is the carriage. Was that Rondo of Blood? I don't remember. Someone failed their parallel parking. His carriage seems to swerve right into the castle's front gate. His driver must have been distracted by a very big insect. Do we have enough very big insects in Dead Cells? I think we need more, as a matter of fact. Get some nice cells from up top. 13, very lucky number. They were not on, oh my god, they were not on my platform. But see how, like, already, just 3 monsters. 2 skeletons, 2 harpies. Ends up being, like, really, really bad. Oh, here's another monster. Oh, there's one below us. So this is basically our Impaler, which is a monster that is directly referenced from Castlevania already. See, we got the crit there. So now we get to fight, like, the official version of the Impaler monster. I believe this is Living Armor, as I just bite my tongue. Ribbon Keys, we need this. That's Maria, I believe. Reoccurring character. So yeah, for those who don't know, Dead Cells draws a lot of inspiration from Castlevania. There's an elite below us? Not an elite, a legendary. Yeah. Legendary quick bow. See, that was from below. Wait, there's a cat running around. Hang on. Take care of this and get this gato. Ribbon key, a pretty key with a small ribbon. It came from the cat. For those who know Castlevania, that cat might be familiar to you. I think we'll find out who the cat is in just a second. What an extravagant fountain. Well, it would be less sinister if it wasn't running on blood instead of water. I'm wondering how many innocents they had to kill to fill it. It wouldn't be a Castlevania castle without the bloody fountain. If you ask me. Ooh. Cross. So that's another classic weapon from all the Castlevanias. Some would even say one of the best weapons in the Castlevania franchise. For all my speedrunner buddies out there, you may have used the cross yourself to beat Rondo of Blood. I think the cross is like one of the premier weapons to kill Dracula when you're speedrunning Rondo of Blood. I'm not much of a speedrunner myself. As you see, I'm killing everything. Yeah, see? No armor on his head. That's it's a fine detail I didn't realize until now. Okay, we have the key. We'll use it here. Free ourselves a Maria. Hey, hello. Oh, a visitor. I was trying to lose hope of Richter coming to free me, so that I could tell him that I don't need it. I can look out for myself. I had to send my kitty cat Biako on a mission to get the key to this room, but he came back empty-pawed. I guess I viewed the thing for that. Anyway, I'm free at last. My cat seems to like you. Don't forget to give him a little scratch behind the ears. As for me, I'll pack my things and go help Richter. What would he do without me? Maria Renard. I think in some of the Castlevania games, you can actually play as Maria. And we got her outfit, so we can technically play as Maria too. The beautiful white cat that was carrying the key to its owner's prison. Look at Bobby's face. It's so funny seeing that in the context of Castlevania. He's so cute and vicious, a proud member of his species. So we found the pet of the DLC. For all my Dead Cells fans, you'll recognize that every DLC has had a pet in it. You have the Mushroom Boy, followed by Serenade, followed by Lil Staffy, and now we have Biako. Biako walks around, you can call it to you, and then you could do an attack from your shoulder. See, I love that now this is sort of a platform section to get my food. Oh god. There we go. That wasn't that complicated. I made it out to be much worse than it ended up being. So this is just the castle outskirts. We haven't even entered the castle yet. You can take a good look at the area. We started off at the bottom, now we're here. Lots of platforming, lots of elevators, lots of spikes. We got 3 weapons out of it. Alucard's shield, the cross, and Biako. Otaku. Random to see. So funny enough, we've actually been able to showcase the DLC launches of each DLC up to now. Again, big thanks to the Motion Twin Evil Empire team for requesting us to do such a thing. We're gonna sell that, but we might not be using this shovel if we're gonna unlock the cross. We're playing 2BC. That gives us a lot of cells, a lot more than playing normally. Our sole purpose is to destroy Dracula so people can look to the dawn without fearing the dark. We got Maria's outfit, but let's get the cross first. Throws a cross in front of you, it returns, dealing critical damage when spinning in place or on the way back. Don't you dare cross me, Belmont. The pun didn't save Dracula. Not bad, not bad. Now this is a tactics weapon. But when you take a look at it, very, very cool. You could jump over it too, you don't have to catch it. Give me... Let's just take Gastro. Just to make sure nothing bad happens. We're here to showcase. We're not here to win. You can also throw it backwards and like send it forward. It goes quite a fair distance. Kaladin, good to see you. So now we're in the second biome of the DLC. This is Dracula's Castle. Into the Vampire's Den. You'll recognize some of the fanciness from every other Castlevania. This is a viewer, I think the name is. I always call these things Beast King Barbaros from another Konami game. Shoutouts if you know what I'm talking about. If you can land the cross, it's pretty potent. Same thing in regular Castlevania. I think that's why speedrunners like it so much. It has a very good display of skill prowess, if you will. And then, like I said, you can throw it backwards and just send it out. So I don't know how far out it goes. Okay. So remember when I said that this is an awful enemy in the Castlevania series? It could be just as bad in Dead Cells. But I feel like we're starting to get the spacing on the cross, and it actually feels pretty good from that regard. See what's in here? Just like a regular run of Dead Cells, you have BC doors. Oh, he's a cook now. We're actually good, surprisingly. Let's show off a little bit of Byakko. So Byakko will scratch monsters that appear from the wall. Thank you, game. If you reactivate... Oh, this is... Okay, so this is also a recurring monster. It's like the ghost bride and groom or something. When you go through Dracula's castle, there's so many lore bombs all throughout. So big fans of all the series. I think they have some from more games than just Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. There's a ton. It's almost like one of those old-fashioned music machines. Don't attack them, that's toxic. So again, we're showcasing the DLC for launch day. If you have questions about the DLC, feel free to ask. It should be out now. Like, as of this minute, it should be out and available to everyone. Let's show this, the cat scratch. Oh, wow. Wait, I just realized they leave, like, black fire on the ground? That's Byakko. Very good kitty. Oh, is the music different now? I think it changed. So I'm supposed to be fighting monsters. I'm over here more interested in what my music is. Oh, Byakko even attacks on its own. Oh, wow. This could be a scary map. If you're cursed, for example. You just pop into 3 of these things. Ooh, that was Alucard's shield. It's actually pretty good for people who may not use shields very often. Think of it as just press the button and hold it down. And if you're fortunate, it should work in your favor. I know that can still be asking for a lot, especially if you don't do a lot of carrying in general. I think this shield's probably a good place to start. Iron Staff, another weapon that's pretty good for learning. Oh my god, I just aggroed that thanks to the cross. I just realized I'm taking double damage thanks to Maria's cat. It also does double damage. There's a curse chest down there. Let's go ahead and grab that while we're here. For those who don't take a lot of curses, every curse has a scroll inside, so you will get stronger by taking curses. Not just like mentally, but physically, you do get stronger. That scared me. I didn't know if it was going to actually slash at me or if that was going to throw. Which is like the horror of the, I guess, enchanted armor, ancient armor. I think it's ancient armor. Our cross still doing amazing work right now. We just gotta be careful. Things like the harpies and the bone thrower, that's probably what's gonna get you killed. And by you, I mean me. And there's one right there. Thank you, Byakko. 2 more. As I miss. It also appears that the cross keeps going for quite a while. There we go. So in that case, like, it's beneficial to catch it, or else you won't be able to throw it again. We have a boomerang already in Dead Cells. And it was really interesting for me, as someone who's played the game for a long time. We know that the devs are adding 14 weapons. Okay, so that's our exit to this DLC. 14. Even considering that they're all from Castlevania, that's a lot of weapons. So trying to figure out, as someone looking from the outside, what are we missing that Castlevania has? Like, there's whips, and we have some whips already. But once we get the actual whips from the DLC, you will see that they are extremely different than what we have right now. Wow, Maria is kind of carrying me right now. Which is great, like, sure. I don't always want to do the carrying. We got one more area to the left. And then we'll have our first boss of the DLC. So I say I should be safe right there. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get hit just then by the bone thrower. Pretty sure I was right on top of it. But you know what? You don't question it. Okay. See, that's why you fully explore. We just got ourselves a throwing axe without having to use a hunter's grenade. That's really, really good. And haunted armor outfit. What was I calling it? Ancient armor? That's a shop. We got a scroll. Should be good. The devs did just release patch notes today as well. So the patch notes have all the information regarding the DLC, as well as anything that was buffed or nerfed on the regular game. Hang on, hang on. So if you're returning to Dead Cells for the DLC as someone who's played before, there may be some changes in there that are going to be new to you, besides just the DLC. Even if you don't get the DLC, there's a couple of cool buffs in the patch notes that would definitely excite some players. We don't need that. I want to say we're good. Actually, let's get that food before we leave. I'm looking at my health, and I'm thinking, okay, so I'm going to fight a boss. Maybe we spend some money first. You know, I think this is one of the first maps in Dead Cells that like has a circle in it. Yeah, I know that's weird to say, but most of the time the game is like a line from left to right or right to left or up to down if it's Undying Shores. But Dracula's Castle is meant to be sort of like a maze of sorts. So now, like, you don't know if it's gonna be top left or if it's gonna be top right. And then you can loop around in the center. Very cool stuff. And I didn't even talk about the actual aesthetics in the castle. I completely disregarded how cool the castle setup is with the pixel art. Our sole purpose is to destroy Dracula. Give me a throwing axe. Let's save the cells, I think. I don't know if I want to use the throwing axe compared to the cross. I really like cross. All right. We'll take a... Yeah, how about a No Mercy? And then let's get rid of the double damage cat. As much as it was carrying me through, I think I'm all set. Okay. So this is the first boss of the DLC. Marcus, good to see you. Do we have alternate soundtrack on? Funny enough, this is normal soundtrack. So the first time I showcased the DLC, I did it with the Castlevania music. Alright, I guess we're not going into Dracula's Castle. Instead, we're going into Defiled Necropolis. That's a lot of dead people. I don't think some of those skeletons are people back there, just to say that. So yeah, we're gonna be listening to and watching. Look at this backdrop. I completely ignored the castle portion. Now I'm taking in the aesthetics. No prize for whoever guesses who we're gonna fight. See, I really like the cross. Okay, so this thing throws little bubbles at you too. Okay. Ow. So you can parry those, which is really nice. Gonna say, like, I kind of want to fight. Oh god. If anyone's played Rondo of Blood, you'll recognize random axe projectiles. Ooh, that was a juicy No Mercy just then. That executes the boss at, what is it, 7% HP? Like, I almost have to watch my own VOD to see how much HP was left. Yeah, that's a good 7% taken away. Reward for that, Death's Scythe. Again, you're trying to think. Ooh, Alucard? What's up? Well fought. Sadly, the ritual went through. My father has been brought back into this world. Wait, we're dead then, right? Even if we killed his most trusted lieutenant, the situation is dire. I need to find a way to reach my father's sanctum. I'll come fetch you once I figure out what to do next. Death is my father's right hand and a vicious foe. I would be surprised to see him come back eventually. So, that was the first boss of the DLC, was Death himself. The reward for killing Death, you get the scythe. And then, in regards to this portion's run of the DLC, that is complete. This is very different from... Get this? And maybe we'll do the next biome enough to get an outfit. Because I gotta showcase the scythe. The scythe is fantastic. So yeah, this is very, very different than any other DLC that we have. We can go Fractured. In this DLC, there's sort of a quest line that's going on. We have to do the fight up until Death, which is right after Prison Quarters. Again, this is at the very start of the run. And then we can finish the game. And on our next run, we will have instructions to do something different. So we won't be going into the first map. Castle Outskirts. Thank you for the cells. So we're using Death's Sight. You might be able to see what it is doing. If you cannot, allow me to elaborate. If you kill an enemy with Death's Sight, it creates a ghost copy, and the ghost finds an enemy and blows up on it. Ow. We're using a brutality version right now, but this is actually a survival weapon. For all my survival fans out there, you all are eating real good in this DLC. Oh my god. Alright, let's go grab this curse chest. Not the most ideal curse on the map, but I do say so myself. Oh, we still have our throwing axe too. I imagine this map probably not bad for throwing axe. Let me at least clear this curse first, and then I can decide famous last words. How we're gonna showcase the throwing axe. So we already have a thrown axe in the game. It's called Boy Axe. So again, when we were thinking about Castlevania DLC, for any items that have overlap, what are those gonna look like? And the throwing axe from Castlevania is already different than Boy's axe. As soon as I clear this curse, we will show what that looks like. I'm just a little scared. Thank you, Biako. Alright, so the thrown axe in Dead Cells works like this. You lob it up. It can actually go through platforms that are two-way. So like ones like this, it'll actually go straight through it. You can use it in the air, as you saw. It does have ammo to it, but honestly, 3 throwing axes is perfectly fine. Of course, if you lob it up too high, then it's not going to help you at all. But see, I can just kill these things from down here. There's no other weapon that does that, as far as I understand. Now it only does critical damage on the way down. So you want to aim for the downstroke. We're gonna kind of breeze through this map. Because again, for the DLC portion, what I want to show you all is actually not up ahead. It's on our next run. Oh my god, it hurts. But still, got a lot of my health back. Only 8% lost. It's also a nice weapon to pair with a shield. That way, if a monster does get like too close to you, you could just do the parry. And again, Alucard shield probably super good for people still learning parries. Yo, thank you, Bianco. Bianco coming in clutch right now. Oh my god, I'm surprised it didn't hurt me. Another thing that I've done this with is with the boy axe as well. You keep them rooted, or even like a ice bow. Keep the monster locked in place. Got a double kill just then. Keep the monster locked in place and then throw the axes out. From just like safety. We got the geometry. I don't know if I killed that or if Biako killed it. Biako's starting to shape up to be one of my favorite pets in the game. Like, he's really good at what he does. But no! I probably would have been fine if I just jumped to the wall. Okay. We're gonna go through here, we're gonna spin ourselves, and then we're going to reset so that we can attempt to get back on the DLC train. Give me Maria's outfit. Okay. So we shall restart from here. We'll stay in 2BC as we make our way to Dracula's castle, which Alucard should give us instructions on how to do that. Ah, there you are. I looked for you everywhere in this sordid prison. I found a way to reach my father's throne for real this time. Your island houses a clock tower, just like my father's castle. We should be able to exploit this similarity and go back to my world to fight him. I'll see you in the clock tower. Try not to die until then. So what that message was that you just saw, the Castlevania DLC is split in two. We can grab this and go survival. The DLC is split in two, so you start off doing castle outskirts. I guess I should grab this. Do I dare curse myself? You start off in castle outskirts. You go into Dracula's castle, then you fight death. And then you can go... not in the same run. It has to be a different run. You can go into Dracula's castle after fighting Timekeeper. It says clock room. That's not the clock tower. You don't actually have to do clock tower itself. Am I dead here? I am not. Very lucky parry from me. Don't ask me to do that parry again. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna try to speed through at least a little bit. We're on a mission to get to Clock Tower. So we'll do the classic speedrunner route. Yeah, look at the ghosts. Even if you don't think you're strong enough to fight some of this stuff on your own, just remember there's a ghost behind you. Don't be scared. It's here to help. And the grapple hook, pulling them into the ghost. That's not half bad. We'll take this Hunter's Grenade. That way, once we get to Dracula's Castle, we'll try to grab a blueprint. At least show you all what drops what. Sell? $1. Alright. Thank you, game. So yeah, I've been actually enjoying everything DLC related. I hope you all do as well. If you end up picking up the DLC, we'll have up on the YouTube channel some polls and stuff about what your favorite items are. youtube.com/veedotme. I all of a sudden don't really care for this YOLO. I keep doing that. I'll grab YOLO for the revive, and then I just get rid of it. No, thank you. Oh, I should have taken Velocity to go a little faster. Fracture has a banger Castlevania track. So there's 3 soundtracks. The normal, the 8-bit, and the Castlevania. The Castlevania soundtrack replaces all of the biome music with Castlevania music. I did not mean to throw that. So it's actually really cool. It's almost like you are playing modded music. It's really hard to describe. But they were able to have all of these tracks. I think there's 51 music tracks in total. 5 more. Hopefully I don't need to go down into those. I'm praying that the game gives me all of my scrolls up front. There we go. So we did an excellent job clearing this curse. The curse that was completely optional. I think I saw something here. Yeah. Like just a sliver of a scroll. You can kind of see the scythe at work here. In these biomes that have a decent amount of monsters, every one of them that you kill is a ghost that then like hits the next monster. It's like really, really nice. What are you doing down there? Nice little platform section. Promenade, known for its platform sections. Toxic Sewers doesn't really have that. And then Arboretum from the Bad Seed DLC has just enough platforming thanks to the flowers. But I wouldn't call it on par with what you're seeing here. Okay, let's give a quick check down this one. See if we get lucky. Wow. Almost got me, game. Almost got me. Ideally, I would like it to stay a DLC item. Okay. Wait, I didn't even see that. I just jumped right past it. I have a lot of hours in this game. I down slammed on it, and because my body was kind of like covering up the scroll, I didn't even see that at all. Oops. Gonna need that for later. All right, onward to Rampart. From here, we get to fight Concierge. Again, this is a normal run of Dead Cells up until we beat Timekeeper. And then we're back on track for the DLC stuff. The devs were doing a store YouTube and Twitch broadcast earlier, and they have cool tech where they could just teleport themselves anywhere they want. Of course, I can't do that. We gotta do it the hard way. All of that's fine. Give me a what doesn't kill me. Maybe no mercy would have been a better choice, but this should be fine. Just in case I take a few too many hits. So yeah, they had all kinds of ways to showcase the DLC content. Me as just a guy. I'm just a guy. I gotta show you all the long route to get there. But then again, like, I get to show you the items in action. Like, look at the spin attack on the site. Like, whoever did the mocap for the scythe, my god, they must be a beast IRL. I wonder if the bat could kill the other bats because bats can go through the walls. You know what I need? I need an interview with the dev team. We had Matt and a couple of other folks showcasing the game earlier. We're gonna have to ask them to sit down and have a little chat to go through some of the random questions I have. And I'm sure the community has questions too. You all get to ask stuff in that hypothetical situation. I love getting 2 for the price of 1 on Ghosts. So as we're going through, our main goal is to get the scrolls. If we can at least do that much, then we're already on the right track. Wow. Ghost Army. It's a good feeling. A lot of people, but I won't say a lot of people, but every once in a while. So, of course, I do Twitch and YouTube. Every once in a while, I get questions on, like, what's a good way to learn how to play survival? Usually when I'm, like, stuck down trying to do attacks, I end up getting hit. I feel like the scythe is a good weapon to learn. It has a nice attack speed. They're big, meaty hits, too. Probably about as meaty as Broadsword, I'd imagine. Just pound for pound, not the same damage. Most of the damage is coming from your ghosts. So very good for biomes. Wow, thank you, Ghost. I could have gotten messed up just then. Okay. Head into Concierge. Again, the goal from here is Timekeeper. Number 1 on the agenda. Gotten plenty of outfits. Give me the No Mercy that we were thinking about earlier. Been having fun selling health potions. You don't get to do that except I think in 2BC and 3BC. Maybe not even in 3BC. Maybe it's only a 2BC thing? This the combo? I wonder, it might actually be better for me to do that instead of the scythe attack. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oops. That was a mistake. I was gonna say I might get stuck here. What's nice about my scythe is it does poison on hit. Like, I think it just applied a ton of poison just then. Please no. Oh my god! Very, very close. I would love to get a no-hit on the Steam store page. Thank you, concierge. Your check is in the mail. I'll take a stun grenade. A fine survival item. Might make it a little easier to get through Stilt Village with all the pirate captains shooting cannonballs at you. Probably a requirement. Sell that. And then we get access to a legendary item because we got a kill with no damage taken. Get ourselves a Mushroom Boy in the process. Mushroom Boy is a really fun legendary. One of the challenges of Mushroom Boy is it's really good in the biomes, but on a lot of the bosses, they don't really get knocked away quite like a regular monster does. So instead, now the Mushroom Boy is doing poison on hit, so it's still doing that on bosses. You may have a weapon that does bonus damage to poison target, so it helps you out a lot there. And funny enough, Byakko, so we were playing Byakko as a brutality run earlier, but Byakko's brutality and survival. So we now have 2 survival pets in Dead Cells. Of course, we can self-destruct, which does do the poison. Oh, wow. That was a lot more effective than I thought it would be. See? Hate the pirate captain. If I were to guess what monsters, like the top 10 monsters of my death in Dead Cells, pirate captain's gotta be like number 7. You don't want to know what's number 1. Nice food. So at the end of this biome, we'll have Clock Tower, and we'll almost be there. What I'm trying to do right now is make sure that we have all the scrolls. For those of you who might be sort of new to the game, Dead Cells is an action roguelike. Well, L-I-T-E, roguelite is probably more accurate. But in terms of roguelike, L-I-K-E, you're actually getting stronger in the run itself by picking up these scrolls. So every time you don't pick up a scroll, you're actually, A, extending how long the run's gonna take, and B, adding chance of error. And also, you have less max health. So it's pretty important to make sure you're doing everything. That's why I like to explore the biomes fully. So we actually didn't miss any scrolls at all. Now there's a lot in there that we could still go after. There's challenge rifts, there's money. If I was still working on blueprints, luckily I have everything, but you might want to go back to get blueprints. I should probably buy a new weapon at some point. I just realized this is a level 1 scythe. Huh. So I was sort of wondering if my damage fell off at some point. We better leave here with a new weapon, or else we're gonna be in really big trouble. Clock Tower actually has a really good 8-bit soundtrack. Into the spikes? We can go straight up. Clock Tower itself is... I won't say it's a maze, but the way how it's set up, there's multiple towers, and each tower will have one of either the exit, the key for the exit, a shop, I think, and a chest. So if you're trying to go fast, ideally you just want to find the key and the exit. But right now, we're having this issue where my main hand weapon fell off. So now I need a good survival replacement. That was the chest, which means we still get to find the shop, the key, and the exit. It's a nice bomb. Yeah, I think this is our exit. So we at least know where we're supposed to be heading once we're done. Let's go ahead and go left. Left looks really tall, just to say that. But I'm confident the game's gonna give us a new weapon. Not that the scythe is bad, this is low level now. This is the scythe that we met in the very beginning of the game. Yo, Robin, good to see you. So, pound for pound, even if it's not a DLC item, we should probably consider taking whatever we find. Okay, here we go. I just dropped my hunter's grenade. So throwing axe, that's something. Boy axe with the throwing axe. So again, we can keep the monster locked down and then like toss axes at it. More axes that the monsters know what to do with. You can kind of like toss these as you're going up. Like you don't know if there's a monster or not. If you catch anything, it's actually really fun at the same time. Like that. All right, geometry. Got our key. And now there's one more tower we can go up. Just make sure we have as many scrolls as we can possibly get. And have a little bit more fun with our double axe setup. Yeah, so there's one scroll at the top. Like I said, this thing has 3 ammo to it, but ow. Honestly, 3 might be enough. Oh, I did it out of water. My aim. Wow, I think the Mushroom Boy knocked it into my axe. Thank you, Mushroom Boy. I was almost gonna say it's anti-synergy, but that kind of worked out. Okay, that was my kill, by the way. Mushroom Boy just stole from me. Grab this. And then onward to Timekeeper. Now, not gonna lie, I'm not super sure how this setup's gonna work on Timekeeper. I don't know if she's ever seen these axes before. I certainly haven't. For all I know, she's gonna outright ignore them. But if it works, it's gonna look fantastic. It's gonna be huge if this actually works. And then we'll be back into DLC mode. Can I get? That's Toxic Cloud, but our Mushroom Boy already does that. Bonus to poison. I don't mind dunking all of my money for that. Okay. An error of just thousandths of a second in the calibration of the clock could do something. If you have a little trouble reading that, you can always press the map and you'll be able to see what the flavor text is. Okay. If I can land even one axe, I'll be ecstatic. There we go. That's 2. Mushroom Boy helping or hurting? Alright, I have never had to do a fight like this before. Oh, that was a good hit. Okay, that's another. Alright. I'm okay with Mushroom Boy doing all the work there. As long as I could land like 5 hits, I'm happy. For a weapon that I really never used before. Get rid of these. Alright. So, as I said, Alucard wanted us to go to the clock room. Not really clock tower, you just have to get to Timekeeper. From here, I almost had to wait. You're here at the very least. We can begin. This door goes right to my father's castle. No undead lieutenant on the way this time. Be warned though, this castle is not just a stone building. It seems to be alive, sentient almost. My father knows everything that goes on within these walls and may very well prepare a warm welcome for you. Good luck out there. Come find me near his throne room. We have to finish this. Still, what a wonderful coincidence that your island too has a clock tower. As luck would have it, indeed. Which it makes it really cool to think that maybe the clock tower is like the common denominator between like Castlevania world and Dead Cells world, and maybe any other world. We have maybe future crossover stuff. Everything's linked to clock tower. It's fun to think about. So we are back in Castlevania DLC. Very, very cool aesthetics here. At Shanoa, we have all of our normal buddies. And now we have to actually clear, like, real Dracula's castle. So the first biome of the DLC is Castle Outskirts. Then you get Dracula's Castle A, basically. And now we're in Dracula's Castle B. Which is like, what, the real version of the castle, baby? Or hard mode version? Nice. If you don't recognize that symbol, that's a monster that... Yeah, I can do that too, buddy. That's a monster that has a blueprint on it, thanks to the Hunter's Grenade. That's Dracula himself? I think he just turned this into an elite. Where's Mushroom Boy? So Dracula appears at random and does stuff. In this case, he turned a monster into an elite, and that's horrifying. Okay, my aim is getting so much better. Take that. Okay, bats. I'm okay with bats. That... Kill a werewolf with a throwing axe. That was, I think, a dire werewolf. So there's 2 werewolves, actually. Yes, we're playing 2BC to show the first look of the DLC. And then after this, we're gonna go to 4BC with all weapons unlocked. You all can see, ooh, snap, what like a real run of the DLC looks like. Ooh. Okay, we got Medusa. Medusa actually drops a blueprint, so we can use the Hunter's Grenade to get that. No, my Mushroom Boy. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage to me. Okay. We gotta relax for a second. Holy smokes, that hurts. Oh no, I didn't get my thing off. I forgot about the execute. Alright. Well, so you all see it is possible to get a blueprint from Medusa. Don't be like me. Make sure you turn off No Mercy before you come in here. What's this? New throwing axe? Ours is better. How about we use the Hunter's Grenade, and then we come back for that that tonic. Oh, what? I'm scared. Imagine that happening in the middle of fighting an elite. Okay, we have a lot going on right now. Got it. Okay. I would not recommend what I just did. Use ice something. Even the wolf trap would have been better than what I was doing. Okay. Dracula? I think firing bullets? Luckily I wasn't over there. Oh my god, Mushroom Boy. For those who've never played actual Castlevania, that's exactly what you do. If the monster's evil, it gets axes. Ooh, double? Yeah, that's an advanced version of the werewolf. The previous ones we were fighting didn't have, like, the Rampager technology. This is... we don't know, so we'll cross it. We don't know, so we'll press the button and find out. Okay. Upside down world? I don't know if I've seen that in Ronald of Blood, but maybe this is in like a Symphony of the Night? Wait, that's Richter. Hey, you there, the suspicious undead we met in prison once. I fought Dracula, my family's sworn enemy and bane of humanity, but through a ruse, he managed to beat me and throw me in this cage instead. Free me, my decrepit friend. We can still defeat the Dark Lord. Did you meet Alucard on the way to the castle? He's a precious ally when it comes to defeating his father. I certainly hope so. Look at this level. Again, like, I only have so much experience with Castlevania games, but just the idea of, like, this setup, so fun to me. So we'll be seeing Richter later. More bullets? Scared? I'm dreading the day where Dracula actually spawns on the same platform as me. Good job, Mushroom Boy. The closest thing we have to a weapon that can attack above you is the Hollow Knight weapon. Oh my god. I feel like he's just toying with me at this point. Oh, watch out. Again, Skeleton, the Bone Thrower, the worst enemy in the whole game. Next to Harpies. Wow, I missed both of those? Some NA aim? Oh, here's our Harpies. I was really hoping I hit that Bone Thrower. Oh my god! Thank you, Tonic. Freaking Bone Throwers, I swear. We do have What Doesn't Kill Me. Let's get some health back. This is only from melee attacks, however. Mushroom Boy, I'm gonna need you to go away for a little bit. Kind of like interrupting my flow. It is possible to hit stuff in melee range. Oh my god, this is better. Am I dead here? I am actually dead there. We are running continue mode though, so I can continue to show you all the DLC stuff. It's an evil map. No pun intended. I don't have the special dev abilities to just spawn me into Dracula's castle. So now I have to actually like play through. What we could use though, a new skill I think would be great. Cat is green. Bring this back. It actually jumped I didn't know it could do that. That's kind of clean. It jumped over the platform. Playing Hot Wheels over here. Let's hope this is the food shop. Yeah. I can wait, maybe? Shouldn't we get wall chicken at some point? I feel like that's just regular Castlevania in a nutshell. Like, where's my wall chicken? That is a curse. Which we will take. Oil sword. Might help us clear. We don't have any fire. But funny enough, the holy water, which we don't have yet. Holy water is a survival... Wow, imagine doing this while cursed. Holy water is a survival skill that does fire. Why are you an elite? Did Dracula do that? Dracula may have very well done that. Dracula will actually change monsters into elites. Okay. I think we want the oil sword back. So we just need to get the 10 kills. For anyone who doesn't like really play a lot of Dead Cells or other roguelikes, but you're really interested in doing the Castlevania DLC, I would highly suggest you do what I'm doing here. The accessibility mode has what we call assist mode. That could have been really scary. And the assist mode has a number of lives you can add to yourself. Which may come in handy. Is Mushroom Boy the problem? I'm gonna say I'm the problem. Why would you ever blame the boy? He just does what he's told. Go back. Are you gonna blow up? No! That always gets me by surprise every single time. Okay, so now that all of that's over. Let's get our kills. We know there's a lot of stuff up here. In my headcanon, that hit the wall and killed itself from that. Another elite. Both sides are protected by elites. That's incredible. What are we gonna do about that? I was gonna say, we definitely don't want to fight the Harpy. Get some health back. This is another callback. I don't know which Castlevania, though. There's a lot of them, and I have not played very many. Simon outfit. That's original then, right? I think Simon is in the first Castlevanias, maybe like the first 3. Oh my god, the launch from that thing is so cool. Ooh, we actually get fire from parries, thanks to Alucard's shield. Oh my god, that was going exactly the direction I was going. But yeah, look at the backdrop. They did such a good job with this castle. We have been at the castle one time before. Oh, that was good. That was a cross-up. Actually got me twice from that. Another harpy. We actually don't have Harpy's blueprint yet, so maybe we should do ourselves a favor and kill everything we can. We're missing the Harpy blueprint. I think we're missing the Merman as well. Which we'll be able to go backward and get that pretty easily. Look at this. They even knew to put spikes on top of the cathedrals. It's really, really a nice touch, I think. So this is where we have to go. We'll go ahead and open it. Petrified key. But that's not it. Like, there's a whole left-hand side of this map. This is, like, in terms of these two biomes, they are fully fleshed out. Wow, way too early. All right, I need some more. Thank you, my fine feathered friend. We can toss this in the backpack. I don't think I'll use it. My favorite part about doing these showcases of the new content is using new items. Like this scythe, for example. And I'm sure the team would want us to show this kind of stuff. How do you unlock the shield? The shield is one of the first things you're going to unlock when you play the game. This is Alucard's shield. As you meet Alucard, he's got a couple pieces of gear laying around. And this is one of them. The scythe is from death, as you might imagine. You okay, buddy? And it's very, very potent. Little painting jump scare in the background. I don't know if that's in regular Castlevania, but I gotta tell you, this map has so many little Easter eggs hidden all throughout it. Like, I couldn't even name off half of them, I bet. It's gonna be pretty cool once this goes to Reddit, for example, where people will just post all the different references that they've seen. And again, this is Konami's IP. So all of this was signed off by Konami as well. It was a really nice live stream from the dev team before I went live. It was really cool to hear like how this kind of collaboration came about. I wouldn't be surprised if they do an AMA at some point. But hey, if you all have questions you want to hear from the dev team, feel free to toss them into the chat, and I'll see what I can do. A few more monsters to kill. Again, I'm worried that there's more blueprints out there. And now we have the scythe. I don't really mind fighting as much. I'm a big fan of the scythe, as you might be able to tell. My god. We got the minion army here. They don't last forever, though. Couple more enemies. I'm hoping we get another blueprint to drop. But luckily, when we hop over to our next run after this one, I'll be playing on a save that has all the weapons that I painstakingly unlocked. One of them took me probably about 10 hours to unlock. And maybe we can even go into a little training room segment, just show you all the new cool stuff. I don't know if the monsters are visible in there, but we can at least get a nice look at what weapons do what. Wow, thing got launched into space. Okay, we're basically full now. I love the harpies getting launched like that. As someone who played Rondo of Blood, Harpy by far one of the worst monsters of that game. Okay, so I think we're good. There was just a weapon shop, so we're now on our way to fight Dracula. I probably want the oil sword. I guess we should use the DLC stuff. All right, Master's Keep. Again, big thanks everyone tuning in today. If you're here on the Steam store page, make sure you wishlist the game. Devs really appreciate when you wishlist their games. Yeah, let's make sure we do this. We get the Bible. Actually, we'll use Bible against Dracula. Give me a rebound stone. As a matter of fact, give me everything. Simon Belmont outfit. For all the OGs out there. I'm gonna do this. This is the Bible. You all might know it as like a spinning ability. Again, another cool thing for sorry, just 1 second. Another cool piece of info from Castlevania. One of my favorite items. I think speedrunners like to use this too. You just throw out the Bible, it spins off in the distance. Doesn't do exactly that in Dead Cells, but you all will see what kind of gameplay it does have. Thank you for the poison, by the way. Also poisons the enemy. I guess everything just poisons now. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain. We're fighting against Dracula. So I'm gonna bring in Recovery, Soldier's Resistance. And I think we can maybe bring in Instinct of the Master of Arms as our one sort of damaging mutation. Look at this. As someone who just played Rondo of Blood, this is amazing and terrifying at the same time. Final stage, Devs, I would love, like, whatever that is that showcases the level, I need that in every biome in Dead Cells. I don't know, like, what that takes. Also, this looks a cool thing for those who've never seen this before. The world map is updated, so we now have castle outskirts as part of the prison quarters exit, which can lead to Dracula's castle as biome 3. But then in biome set 6, you also have Dracula's castle, because it can appear there too, which then leads to Master's Keep. That's all like new technology. Look at Bobby. Bobby has no idea what he's doing here. Hey, it's you. Thanks again for freeing me, my decomposed friend. Sadly, I won't be able to join you. Dracula drained all my strength out of my body during our previous fight. Kill him for me, okay? We're there. Behind this door lies my father's throne room. Regrettably, I'll have to let you fight him alone. I tried spilling the family blood before, it didn't go well. Do not waver. My father isn't invincible. You can defeat him. Useless! What are you doing? May your victory also solve my father issues. Look at him. Hey, I finally found the muscular guy in the blue. Belmont, blood of the enemy. Are you his ally, interloper? It doesn't matter. You entered my castle uninvited. You will pay dearly for this affront. Uninvited? It's you who appeared out of nowhere with all your horrible monsters. Perhaps the same could be said of all bosses. I'm not much of a human anymore, but this Richter man was a man worth saving. I think that's our first time the character has said something like that in the Dead Cells universe. A, saying that someone could be worthy of saving, and B, saying that, like, I'm not really all that human anymore. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at thee. We don't lose against Dracula, right? Now you will die. Okay, we gotta work on our parries. Okay, we got Bible. Yeah. We gotta work on our parries. Ooh, that's straight from Rondo of Blood? Okay, we got double Bible. Okay, let's chill. Thank you, Tonic. Command grab? Double? Is that legal? Okay, so we're not really using our rebound to full effect. You want to jump through the rebound, that makes it go farther and faster. Ooh, that's a clean attack. There we go. Okay. Now, if Rondo of Blood has taught us anything, it's that first phase Dracula is like nothing. It's all about next phase Dracula. Dracula final form. Scratching up the castle. Oh, look at the Bibles. Just ripping through them. Ooh, we got an achievement. Okay, I don't know how effective the rebound stone is in this fight. Usually it's very effective in biomes, which makes sense because biomes have actual walls and ceilings. Okay, meteor storm. Actual meteor. Platforming. Just anything I can do is platform. Okay, we need a lot more Bibles than this. Ooh. That made me jump in real life. I was gonna say, is my platform coming back? Command grab? Ow. Ooh, my rebound. I have like 2 out. Bible tech. You gotta take a Bible into the Dracula fight. Absolutely. First try? It's not an easy fight. Okay, so in the spirit of full disclosure, I've probably done this fight 10 times in the last 24 hours. So please don't make it look like it's too easy for us. I have actually been grinding this fight since it was made available to me. Yo, goodbye, castle. Look at the beheaded. I like what they did with this cutscene. Alucard in all his glory. Richter with the torn sleeves. Vampire Killer blueprint unlocked. And we're getting achievements too. Thank you all for letting me farm achievements here. Very much appreciate that. Yo, shoutouts to the dev team. I gotta say, so the DLC, which is out now, I believe on all consoles, you have access to this today. It is $9.99 USD, so it's a little more than the previous DLCs. But in terms of the amount of content, the amount of weapons, even just the music by itself, and the fact that we've been getting free content updates. We just came out of a crossover event that had just tons of free outfits and gear. Even if it's not a matter of like, I want to pay for the DLC because I want stuff, it's also a good opportunity to just give back if you enjoy the game. This is fantastic. Huge fan of the Castlevania DLC. This is definitely in my top right now. But you all have only seen a tip of the iceberg. What I'm going to do, we're going to swap save files. How do I want to do this? So I can give you all like a little bit of an idea of all the new items in the game. So there's 14 new weapons, just to say that. Those include Alucard's sword, Morningstar, Bible, Whip Sword with Sword Form 1. It sounds like a lot. It is a lot. Vampire Killer, and Death's Sight, which we did see a lot of today. There is also We have 3 ranged items. There's the cross, which we know from regular Castlevania, as well as throwing axe. And then there's something called Medusa's head, which, as you all remember, I tried to use the hunter's grenade on Medusa, but I killed her by mistake because I wasn't paying attention. We also have a new shield, Alucard shield, the 4th brutality shield in the game. There is a new grenade called Holy Water. Does not put water on the ground, just to say that. And then 3 powers, the Rebound Stone, Baby Byakko, and Bat Volley. So a lot of cool weapons, many skins in the game too. Oh, let's change out the music. We'll put on Castlevania music. A lot of skins in the game too. So let's go ahead and change out our music. Showcase a couple of the skins. Music. So again, 3 soundtracks now. We were using classic. Let's swap over to Castlevania. We're already using an outfit. If you don't recognize it, don't worry, because it's not from any Castlevania I've played. This is Trevor. And I actually wanted to get all of the Castlevania character skins like in a list, so I would know who's from what game, but I didn't do my homework before I started this. My bad. So what I personally have so far, I have Simon Belmont, we got Alucard, we have Richter Belmont, who ripped the sleeves off. We have Sifa, Trevor, Maria Renard, Hector. Hector is... I don't know if Hector's from the games. People have said that Hector is from some of the, I guess, broadcast content for Castlevania. Haunted Armor, Death's outfit. And then there's, from what I understand, there should be a skin for every difficulty for beating Death. And then there's Dracula, as well as a skin for beating every difficulty for Dracula. We're gonna play Dracula. Let's grab some gear. I'm actually pumped up. We can do this. Alucard sword. Give me a cross. Give me a bat. And a cat. So Baby Byakko runs around on his own. He'll attack enemies. Cat versus rat. Super effective. The bat volley is probably the most unique thing we have. Wow, it just hit the door without me telling it to. Wait, it's just over there killing. Good for you. We've seen cross you throw out. And then the bat volley, I can try it right here. You send out an army of bats that just keep going until they hit a wall. Alucard's sword has a teleport to it. Like, nothing personal, kid. But I honestly don't know how it activates. I think it has something to do with distance from the target. So, like, if the target is too far, you'll instead teleport behind it. And when you get a chain, it looks so good. You also crit if you're on the opposite side. Very, very nice. Bats do have a long windup though, but look at the cleanup duty. Oh, I'm playing on 5 BC for some reason. That's fine. I was gonna only play on 4 BC, but since we aren't doing spoiler content, I think it's okay. You can't hide from the vampire. Or a Dhampir, as I am told he is called. Ooh. Did you all see how far I went? What in the world? We don't want that. We want to go back. If we're lucky, we might see some other weapons too. Looking good, looking good. Okay. You can kind of see the path. Any area that has this downward slant, nothing in Dead Cells has stairs. Stairs is new technology for this DLC. So if you see that, you automatically know that's Castlevania. So now we get to show you all what the outskirts look like after you've already beaten it the first time. This is sort of like a real run that we're doing right now. Vampire Killer. We do have holy water over there too. I'd like to have the holy water first, but this is fine. I'm a huge fan of Vampire Killer. Let me show you all the combo real quick. With the overhead too, and a little spin in there. Yo, mocap dev popped off with that animation. All of them are really good, as a matter of fact. Okay, see, this music's different. Oh. For those who know Castlevania, do you know which soundtrack this is? You using mods for those red boxes to find hidden stuff on the walls? No, that is accessibility mode. So there's secret zone visibility, which now that we're doing like a real run, we don't need these on. That's secret zone visibility and secret outline, which you can make it any color you want. Again, for people who especially don't play a lot of roguelikes, you may want to consider doing the accessibility portion until you get to a point where like you're a little more comfortable playing. Sorry, let me just check one quick thing. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. And Slimy, good to see you. Slimy is one of the mods from my Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/veedotme. People had to climb all the chains of the biomes to get up and down before stairs were invented. And they were only just invented today. So you're living in a blessed timeline right now. Oh my god. The bets take a little bit to spawn, but when they come out, they're great. Even off color, the cross is really good. Oh my god, that hurts. Remember when I said that that monster is the worst monster in the game? Hopefully that's proof. That's beginning from Rondo of Blood. I was gonna say I recognized it, but I've almost blanked out Rondo of Blood from my brain. Not that it's a bad game. I honestly loved it, but it was so hard to me. It's probably one of the hardest games I've ever played is Rondo of Blood. Shoutouts to Konami, by the way. Again, Konami allowing the Motion Twin Evil Empire team to do this. It doesn't happen a lot in gaming, I feel. Where an IP is like here. From what I understand, and definitely the team has information out already, as well as their live stream, is that it took a lot, as well as a lot of sign-offs to make sure that Konami is on board with what's happening. Whip, sword form. This is a two-handed item. It's been a long time since you all have played two-handed items. Just to show you all what this does. It's a really cool melee attack. And then you can swap forms to turn it into a whip. And if you're really fancy, you can Y during the combo to like swap, and I think it does critical damage for X number of time. You all see this jump puzzle? Reminds me a lot of the Hyperlight Drifter gun and sword. It's like high level gameplay. I'm trying to think of a Konami game equivalent for like this kind of high level gameplay. And I'm still learning. Like this is day one sword whip for me. Am I going this way? Trying to get some value from the frenzy that I took. Honestly, so the way I'm doing this, I'm doing 1-2 change. 1-2 change. And I think it's working. Let's try the holy water. Yeah, Robin, this is probably my favorite pet right now. And it's not just because I have cats IRL. Like, baby Bianca will just hard carry sometimes. It's really funny. Okay, I want to show you all the holy water as soon as I get like a good target. But basically, you lob it, and instead of fire grenade, where it does fire in a big area, it does a fire pillar. That does like fantastic damage just on that spot. And anything that needs fire, it's a good way to get some fire. My God. Again, I'm playing on 5 boss cells worth of difficulty, which right now is the hardest difficulty. For those of you who know me from YouTube, youtube.com/veedotme, we've been inventing difficulties. So if you like that kind of thing, follow me there. What were you attacking? I think Byakko killed it, because I definitely turned away. Okay, so the whip has like extra range to it, which is nice. I just like the swap mechanic. People always ask me, like, what are we missing from Dead Cells? V, what would be an item that you would like added to the game? That was not on my bingo list of items. Nice. I was wondering if that was gonna work or not. The only thing for me is I gotta learn what stance I'm in. I mean, sure, it's just as easy as just attack. Surely nothing bad will happen. But like, I like to know what I'm doing and not just button mash. And I don't want anyone to come in thinking that I'm button mashing either. I want to look like a professional. My God, my life! That did 100% of my life. Well, I was at half, but still, those things hurt. At least in 5BC. Oh wow, that's new technology too. We've never had. Oh, okay. I think in Fatal Falls, we have new platforming stuff. And then Queen in the Sea, we actually have platforms that can get destroyed. So in Castlevania, we have even more new stuff, platforms that will rotate. Someone needs to make a mod where we can have all pets at the same time. Also put them in Pokeballs. Let me throw an item, and then randomly a pet will show up. Kind of scared. Evil, evil monsters. But our reward for going down here is a 4BC door, which gives us another Alucard sword if we want it. We've seen Alucard sword already, so I'm gonna skip it. Ooh. 2 doors? Skill shop. Yeah, so there's 3 brutality skills. And we'll keep the cat for a little while. Yo, Kaiman. Hopefully you enjoy cats as much as I do. We were making the joke when we were playing this game on our Twitch stream that we would call this cat River or Buster, like off of my real life cats. But honestly, I like the name Byakko. If I had one more cat and the cat was white with blue stripes, I would see myself calling it Byakko. I'm kind of hurt, just realizing. So we're gonna go through this kind of like a normal run of Dead Cells. The DLC stops essentially after this biome. New cat just dropped. If we're lucky, we can maybe find some other weapons. My God, the eyes on this. And then the other way. Making me dizzy. What in the world? Now I can't see. Yeah, alright. Don't do that in your game. Give me a Gastro. Well, melee mutation would be really good, I think. Oh, no. We'll go Gastro, because I'm getting bodied by the freaking skeletons. Oh, there's also Adrenaline. Double healing. This is something that I would never do outside of a showcase like I'm doing right now. So very cool stuff. Again, big thanks to Motion Twin Evil Empire for allowing us to showcase the game on the store page. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Also, wishlist the game and the DLC. If you don't have the ability to buy the game right now, but you're still interested, wishlisting is huge for devs. Wow. Legendary? Legendary Alucard Sword. That's okay. So that's actually something I did not want to pick up. Whenever I do these store page streams, I try to do it in a way that's not gonna spoil too much. But now that this has shown up, I feel like I can't not take it. So, Alucard Sword when legendary, you get the other item from Alucard's set. Can only trigger once per run. So it's going to automatically give us Alucard's shield. So when we pick up Alucard's shield, it doesn't do the you get the thingy. But when you look at my equipment is gonna have like a little bit of a different look to it. Which is like a really, really cool touch. And I think the combo also changes. But I would almost need like dev confirmation that that's the case. Oh my god, what a clean weapon. I got scared. I didn't think I was gonna land at parry. But yeah, like now my sword attacks actually have the shield in it too. I don't know from like the other Castlevania games if those have equipment sets in them. Or what. I assume it must. I don't think they would have just made that up. But very, very cool. Even it opens up the possibility of us having something like equipment sets in Dead Cells, which we, like the closest thing we have is stuff like Sharknado and just random affix stuff. But honestly, I feel like we could have anything now. Yo, Hollow, welcome, welcome. It might even parry when attacking. That would be really nice. Like, you can see the shield do a little bump there. That bump might be the parry. I don't know if you test that kind of thing in 5BC. Oh my god! Double elite? I'm telling you, it's the hardest enemy in the whole game, is that skeleton. No doubt about it. Oh my goodness, the distance on this sword. We're doing a good job healing though. And that thing goes a million miles an hour. So my worry when they were making this monster is, okay, so in Dead Cells, to have a monster run at you, the closest thing we have is the Rampager. Rampagers run, it's decently fast, but most of the time, when we're fighting it, it's not really in an area where it gets like the full distance. Just because most Dead Cells hallways aren't that long. But in the Castlevania map, you don't have to worry about that. There's plenty of runway for this thing to launch. All in all, like, even aesthetically, very, very nice. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. The other thing I have not shown, and again, because I don't always show stuff that might be spoiler, there's a secret Richter mode that was shown in the trailers. The Richter mode we did not do in our showcase. But it also opens up, like, I wonder how people who play regular Castlevania games, even speedrunners, what would it feel like to speedrun Richter mode in Dead Cells Castlevania? I've done it multiple times already. It's a blast. I think the dev team did an excellent job making it in the Dead Cells engine. I don't know if that's what you would call it, the Dead Cells engine. But essentially what it is, it's a fully fleshed out Dracula castle with just Richter, and Richter has his 2 buttons like he would normally have. The blade. We got Simon's blueprint from this earlier. Oh, y'all hear that? Nasty. Plenty of map left to go. I think there's a food shop too. I'd love to find that. And there's a curse. Would also like to find the curse. Ooh. Okay, I can get used to this weapon. Also interesting, so on the higher difficulties, that monster is usually in High Peak Castle. It is now in Dracula's castle. Which is kind of horrifying. I'm pairing those as if I have What Doesn't Kill Me. I just realized that. I think Byakko killed those. That was a rat. A rat spawned inside the stairs and died, and good for him. Yeah, you don't do the teleport unless you're far from the monster, it seems. I was gonna say, I was even able to do that without aggroing. Okay, careful. I swear there's a food shop. I think this is the curse over here. Every time I see Byakko jump, I think it's a bone. That's gonna kill me. From the stupid skeletons. The skeletons got me messed up. Clean? Head up. Okay, what do we got? We still haven't seen one of the brutality weapons, which is the mace. Morningstar, that's the name of it, Morningstar. I think that's the original Simon weapon. I was hoping that would reach. But look at Byakko. Almost soloed it. Now going for a little bit of Alaskan crab. We're running adrenaline. So I shouldn't do the parries as much. I should try doing dodge rolls more. There's the curse. Give me this. Let's go ahead and buy the cough syrup too. Just so no more stuff shows up. Okay. Curse me? I believe the curse is guaranteed on this map. Essentially, if you're going here in 5BC, you're skipping prison deaths. So it does seem like the devs at least give you a little bit. If you miss out on the curse, you could just take it here, which seems horrifying, and trust me, it kinda is. Oh, we got it, Morningstar. A brutal whip with a star-shaped head can be held to spin the whip along with your movement. Deals critical hits after spinning for at least 1 second. Again, very, very new technology. So this is how it looks normally. Not typically what you would use. Doesn't appear to do anything. But this has new tech where it actually follows your mouse. Or your, I'm using analog stick right now. So you can spin it like this. And supposedly it crits. You can also go back and forth. I don't know how this weapon came about. Never seen anything like this in this game. It knocked away the bomb. It deflects projectiles. Kinda scary on D-pad, just to say that. This is my first time using this. Like, I've had enough hours on every single item, except for this one. Ooh, we bonked it? I might have to play analog stick. I normally don't. I think I'm getting it. You just start up and then bring it down. That seems to work very well. Is this better? It is. Except we don't have the critical damage. We have burning damage though, thanks to holy water. I like weapons like this. Give me the unconventional stuff. Thank you, Byakko. I almost thought I did it. Did Byakko break that or did I break that? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, last one. No, go for the bone. It's a worse monster. Let's go for that instead. All right, that is a full clear. Again, when you go into the Dead Cells DLC for Castlevania first, your first boss is Death. So that's what we're gonna go up against. Did I buy the food? I think I did. Let's peace out. Again, big thanks to everyone tuning in. If you enjoy Dead Cells, you could also check out our Twitch and YouTube. Twitch.tv/veedotme, youtube.com/@veedotme. Really weird how they changed that stuff. Wishlist the game if you haven't done so already. Let us... Let's keep the adrenaline. Give me a disengage. And then I kind of want open wounds, but I don't know how good that actually is. So maybe we'll do scheme instead. A little scary. We should be okay. If you hold the attack button in Rondo of Blood, you get this weapon. What? I don't remember my weapon being this good in Rondo of Blood. No, in Rondo of Blood, if you held the button, it let you, like, moonwalk. Testing this weapon with a curse is crazy. I kind of need to put it to the metal. Like, it's not as good as regular testing in training room if you're not in the moment. On-the-job training, if you will. I don't know if I can kill Death with this thing. Death is a hard fight. I'm just hoping Byakko carries me. If this thing destroys projectiles, it actually might be pretty good. Wait, am I actually doing this? Oh my god! I didn't destroy jack squat. Please die. Oh, I should have healed. Dang. Oh my god, I can't destroy the freaking things. Get him, Byakko. Save me. Oh my god. We're lucky we had good synergies. Burn damage on my Morning Star. Holy Water was good. Cat hard carrying with burning oil damage. If we didn't have the cat, I don't know if we could have beaten that, just to say that. Just purchase the DLC, hollow. I'll let the devs know I sent you. I think that's the opposite how that works. Red Death outfit. Again, we're getting an outfit for beating the boss on every difficulty. So far I've beaten Death probably 5 times. Mostly on 0 BC. I'm just training myself. Super Castlevania on SNES had that feature. I didn't have an SNES to play Super Castlevania, unfortunately. But I always appreciate hearing you all come by, letting me know where this stuff comes from. I feel like you all are sort of the target audience for something like that. Being told where the references are from. It's really cool. Okay, so I'm going here. I am wondering if I can deflect the pirate captain's bomb with Morningstar. If I could take bets on if it works or not, I would. Ooh. Go hear this music? Okay, here we go. Testing time. Wait, you have to go. Give me a bomb. No, it actually works. Oh my god, that's so unsafe. I'm gonna get calluses on my thumb the way I'm doing this. I'm doing this with D-pad. I highly suggest if you're gonna do it on the analog stick. Oh, I think Volley's sick on this map. Right? The Stilt Village is kind of like a house with the front door and the back door. You just send this thing through the front, and everything gets deleted on its way through the back, right? No way this doesn't work. Let's bring out our combo. Yeah, if you know what song this is from, well, what game this is from, I'm all ears. Wrecking Ball should do that, devs. You heard it here first. Yeah, those bats are still going. Secret bat technology. Oh, the crabs can stop them? That's messed up. Hold those for me. Oh no! So that's clean. Again, this is not how you probably should be playing Dead Cells. But we're here to showcase new content. This is how we have to play the game. I play for like pure fun factor. Like anything we can do that is probably a death could also be the most fun thing possible. You know, that's not what I thought it would. I'm impressed. Try to get some adrenaline value. We already got it back. This is Wandering Ghost from Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night has some bangers to it. I didn't know that. Again, this is the Castlevania soundtrack we have on right now. Which the patch note says it's like 51 tracks that are played all throughout the game. So it doesn't matter what biome you're in, you're gonna get bangers like this. I didn't get the key, did I? Nope. I always do this. And again, we're using the Dracula skin. I know a lot of people, when they showcase, even the devs did it. The devs showcase using Richter and Alucard, but no love for the Dracula skin, which I think is pretty clean by itself. It's just beheaded in the Dracula's outfit. rather than being Dracula himself, so I feel like it's okay. Arise, bats. Seek the enemy and exsanguate? Do what bats do. I actually like the bats. A lot of the weapons in the Dead Cells Castlevania DLC is new technology. What I will say, the legendary bats, awesome. Like, you all have not seen anything until you've seen the legendaries for some of these items. Exsanguinate. Thank you, thank you. Outfit looks great. Summoning the bats. Yeah, when you're playing as Maria, summoning the bats, it's a little different. I agree. Let's check out Sepulcher. Again, the Dead Cells DLC portion is done. You can only go into the DLC one time per run, and we went in before the first boss. So that's what we're allowed. Now we can finish the game as normal. We can fight the Queen, we can fight Hand of the King, we can fight, that's it. Almost spoiled. I would probably go Queen right now if I could. I think this weapon does very good versus Queen because she moves around a lot, and this helps you stay sticky. Okay. I also might just die. You never know. It is Dead Cells we're talking about. Ooh, Vampire Killer. With fire, this thing's really good. Vampire Killer crits enemies that are on fire. Perfect for the holy water. You can also use it with some of the older stuff in the game. Fire grenade, firebrand, even just a pyro. Like one single lob of a pyro, and then you follow it up with Vampire Killer. Pretty potent. Let me show you all the combo. Again, shout outs to Motion Cap Dev. I might be a little too old to do these kind of motions. If the enemy dies, it also catches fire. Summon. Oh wow, it jumped over my bats. That's messed up. I love this waltz music. Oh my god, that hurt. Okay, this is our curse. Sepulcher can have 2 curses on it. We can backtrack a little bit. Don't try to block my bats. Oh, I had 1 monster left, and I almost got shot. A lot of people think that they have to speed run through Sepulcher. I would say don't speed run it, just don't backtrack. Really, the only time you get hurt by the darkness is if you start going back. Landing a full bat summon is so satisfying. But I just love the combo from Vampire Killer. Oh, we haven't seen Medusa's head. I can show you all some of this. All right, Medusa's head is a support weapon. It is basically a bowling ball. Hello. Sure. What it does, you lob the bowling ball, and then you can detonate it. If it hits an enemy, I believe it petrifies it. Apparently, crabs will block it. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It does bounce off of walls. Yeah, see how those got petrified and just died to the worms? Oh, wow. It didn't block it. You can detonate early to do what? Rolls the head on the ground, petrifying enemies it hits. When it stops or upon reactivation, it yells, bouncing enemies in the air. So obviously it will miss a bat, but if you detonate it early, it'll actually kill bats. And then if it's a monster that will die to a fall, it will hopefully do enough damage as the monster falls. And also, if a monster is flying, a flying monster will be petrified and take damage when it falls. So demons, harpies, all of them. I did not mean to do that. I keep pressing R2, well, L2, think it's my holy water. I feel like the Medusa head is also good spacing. Like, if you want to run down a hallway, you can just start the bowling ball. I hate Medusa head so much in platform sections. You hate throwing the Medusa head? It's free. It has, like, no ammo to it as well. Like, that's off color. And it's killing. And, okay, maybe that was a little bit of an exaggeration. Maybe. But it's doing a lot more than, for example, having a Frost Blast, where the Frost Blast only hits what's directly in front of you. Instead, I can just start the chain reaction while I'm running down the hallway. You prefer this over the legendary version. The legendary version bumps the enemy, which turns it from a support weapon into like a primary weapon. But as Robin is saying in the chat, you may want to consider just having the regular. That was close. We've seen the cross. We've seen the axe. I think we've seen all the weapons for our showcase today. We're only gonna be live for like another 15 minutes or so. I'm hoping I could get to Hand of the King by then. We can go giant and then fight Hand of the King. Survival. What's tactics? Bat? Okay, so bat is our only tactics skill. The other skills are survival, brutality. Vampire killer that heals you? That's pretty funny. You know what? Why not? Yeah, but I feel like those tight little sections right there, that's where the Medusa head shines. Like if you're trying to use it as a primary weapon. If you want monsters stacked up on each other first, You can probably get really good damage out of it. Ooh, and it can do stuff like that? Give me the light. What a clean animation on Vampire Killer. Okay. Looking good, people. Looking good. Grab this. Head over to El Gigante. Do that fight. Maybe we'll have enough time for Hand the King after, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, I won't be doing training room for the Steam store page stream of the DLC. We're kind of showcasing. So imagine you're on the store page. You're on the store page, you're seeing someone play the game. Like, oh my god, that looks amazing. Whereas the training room might be a little confusing to like a new prospect who's seeing Dead Cells for the first time. Maybe they're a Castlevania player and they want to see like as much Castlevania content. Of course, I can't dev hack my way into Dracula's castle. But what I can do at least is play normally. Oh wow. Did Medusa stop that? It also sort of pushed the monster towards me, which is horrifying. But I guess I wouldn't expect much less from Queen of Evil. Wow. That thing was petrified for quite a while. Off-color Medusa, not half bad. Okay, give me a giant. Again, I'm gonna say on this save, I believe I have everything unlocked. This sounds really fun against the giant. I play for fun. Like, I just love this weapon. It looks so good. Give me fire damage, thank you. And the rest should be fine. Okay. Ascend, ascend. We got 2 good fights coming up. This is not DLC bosses, but we get to use DLC items on them, dressed up as the DLC boss. I like to say I'm pretty decent at this fight. Okay, so we don't have a shield. Oh, wrong button. What if I do that? Oh, no! We're fine. What if I do that? Oh, my grenade! Go hear this music? I wonder which Castlevania track that was. I have a lot of homework to do. I have to learn everything about Castlevania, as well as where every single song comes from. All right, give us a legendary. We're gonna skip straight to Hand the King. What am I hoping for legendary-wise? We haven't seen legendary Holy Water. That's pretty cool. Legendary Rebound, also very cool. Legendary Cat. What does a legendary cat do, you may ask? The cat is bigger. That's a chonky boy. Oh my god. I don't even know how he's holding on. That's a big cat. That's like 20-pound cat. Assuming 20 pounds for like a domestic short hairs is big. That means we could run double cat. If I happened to... Oh, I should have picked up the one from earlier. We would have had double cat right now. Alright. This is going to be the last fight that we do. Then we'll do some Q&A. And then we should be good. That ain't no cat anymore. That's a straight up tiger. Byakko in Japanese folklore is usually a tiger. Just to say that. Ooh. Good music right here. I think Byakko soloed the boss. Again, I have a lot of hours in this game. Ooh, get him, Byakko. We have a lot of hours in this game. We don't mess up on bosses like that. Not when you're rocking full Dead Cells Castlevania DLC drip. 100%. Now, we won't continue. When you're playing in 5BC, you can actually do more. Which the game is telling me I actually need to do the other stuff. But we shall just back out. Wow, okay. Castlevania DLC out today. If you haven't gotten a chance to pick it up, wishlist it. Devs always appreciate wishlisting their games. Thank you, Motion Twin Evil Empire, for allowing us to do a showcase of your content. If you want to know more from me, I'm veedotme. You can catch me on both Twitch and YouTube. YouTube.com/@veedotme. Twitch.tv/veedotme. I'm normally live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. New videos coming out every single week. Just a quick showing of some of the stuff that we haven't seen in that last run. If anyone has any questions, feel free to let me know before we back out here. Again, there's 14 different weapons. We didn't see much of the Bible. We did win with the Bible, though. We saw morning stars. We saw crosses. We saw Medusa. We saw throwing axe. Just like regular Castlevania. Combine that with a boy axe. Pretty good. Bible tech. Not similar to the Bibles you all know until you land 2 hits. Then it turns into the blender. Alucard sword, Alucard shield, Death Scythe, Pure Survival. We got Bat Volleys. And I want to say that's it. And Holy Water. Because we do have everything. How do you unlock Richter mode? So Richter mode is found in Dracula Castle B. You have to beat the game one time to access Richter mode. It's not that complicated to get to it. If you just full clear both times that you do Dracula's Castle B, you will almost guarantee put yourself into Richter mode. You was amazed by the Alucard Legendary set? Yeah, and again, that opens up the concept that more of that could happen in the Dead Cells universe. I'd love to see more equipment sets. I just got an achievement. Does what it says on the tin. Does what it says on the tin. What was that? You beat the last encounter of Castlevania with Vampire Killer. Ah. I'm just gonna chill in the Castlevania area while we wrap up the stream. Just don't pay these monsters any mind. Hopefully I don't die trying to run there. Yeah, it's usually very, very close. Again, I love the art that they did for this. And I love that they added stairs. We didn't know we wanted stairs in Dead Cells. Should have taken Wish. So yeah, as you're playing through this, once you get through all the DLC content, you can start to incorporate this into your normal runs. I would probably go Castle Outskirts if I just want to have fun. Especially if you want to get some death skins. Those skins are actually very good. Are the new bosses included in Boss Rush? No. But the devs, they did say earlier that there are plans to add them into Boss Rush at a later date. But not right now. There was a patch. So if you go to Dead Cells, maybe I can actually type it in. deadcells.com/patch notes. There is an actual patch today with more than just the DLC content. There's some bug fixes, balancing, some of the stuff from Baseball Bat, Star Fury, Diverse Deck, got some balancing. It also showcases all the new weapons, alternate soundtracks. Everything is listed in the patch notes. Again, if you want to see more of me, you can find me everywhere at veedotme, VeeDotme. I'm also very active on Twitter and sometimes Reddit. Sometimes find me on Reddit. Otherwise, hope you all enjoyed. Again, big thank you to Motion Twin Evil Empire for having us do this for you all. Wishlist the game. And I will hopefully see you around elsewhere. Have a good one, everybody.